Hello again, YouTube. This is Zephyr here. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. Dota just got an update that is a little bit different than normal, and Valve has made some statements over the past year, as well as made a bunch of different patches in the past year that have been a bit more unique. So just a background here. Dota pioneered the Battle Pass system to crowdfund the international tournament that happens every year. Originally, this was called the Compendium, and you could buy it, and you could get a few cosmetics, maybe some social event type stuff, or even an in-game event might be unlocked from it. Over the years, it became very, very large, and last year, Valve decided to say that they were going to step back away from making battle passes entirely. Now, the battle pass has always been very heavily monetized, different than many other games might have monetized it, as it was a crowdfunding sort of function. So this year we have been teased with cosmetics, as usual. Dota players and other Valve games love their cosmetics. And Crownfall dropped yesterday. So here we go. Welcome to Crownfall. Crownfall is about the story of Skywrath Mage, Dragonus, and Vengeful Spirit, Shen Delzari. They abbreviate it just to Shen in the comic. But they released this comic about the story of how Imperia, Shen's sister, had her guards rip off her wings, throw her from the tallest tower, and effectively kill her. Dragonus has apparently been bringing her back from the dead, sort of, for 10 years on the anniversary of her death. And so Crownfall is the rise of these two to power against the evil queen. But one of the big things that is going on here is Valve released a comic for the first time in many years. They do this from time to time. And the comic it's all right. It's good. It's fun. Not my forte, but you know, it's enjoyable. But the real thing is they're just starting something here. They've released this Markets of Midgate, which is the first act of 4 acts in a story-oriented side quest system. So Dota's not exactly a story-based game, and maybe a lot of Dota players just don't care. They're in it for like maybe the esports or maybe the cosmetics or just having some fun with their friends. Crownfall is the first of a story-driven side system that kind of replaces the Battle Pass system. And it looks a little bit like a Battle Pass, and it has some costs to it, like a Battle Pass, but the primary aspect of it, the main piece of it, is completely free. Free cosmetics, which Dota doesn't usually do. So there are still very expensive arcanas, one for each of the 2 heroes being mentioned here. But what I want to really focus on is this story-driven concept here. So these are the arcanas. You got Dragonus and Shen, and their claw feet, if you can see them in the video here. And they're going to do this 4-act play, if you will. And they also talked about, let's see if I can find it here inside of this blog post system here. They also talked about some other stuff. So let me scroll down a bit. So very pixelated stuff here, kind of call back to some Nintendo-esque era. The Arcanas, very pretty. Probably not something I'm going to buy. Too expensive. Not a huge player of those heroes either. So this is the real thing I want to cover. The fact that this is the first act. You'll be able to play through the acts as soon as they become available. You can also go at your own pace, and you can take as long as you want. And as much as there is to find, the event's just getting started. Crownfall will continue to expand as it unfolds over the coming months, with each new act bringing its own story, characters, and a unique overworld and all new rewards. There may even be a surprise or 2 along the way. Maybe a hero, samurai bird, maybe? Anyways, that was kind of, sort of, silhouetted at one point in a teaser a long time ago. Anyways, what I want to really cover here is the fact that Dota is going to tell stories now. That's different. And I'm actually excited about this because I like lore. But that's just why I wanted to cover it. The fact that they're going to cover a series of stories, and even still, Imperia was actually a card in the attempted reboot of the Artifact game, Artifact 2.0. I think it's called Artifact Foundry now. And Imperia is kind of the bad guy. So I think they're going to tell this story from the perspective of good guys going through, this is the marketplace basically, and you earn tokens by playing various characters, and you can get all 3 tokens if you win a normal game, or you get 2 random tokens if you win a turbo. And I just have to show this off because it's absolutely hilarious. Not running, not flying, walking. Crystal Maiden, known to be one of the slowest heroes in Dota, is a double walking token hero, and I think this is hilarious. Anyways, moving on. So you get these tokens and you unlock stuff. Some places apparently cost 2 tokens. You can see that I've gone a little into this. You'll come across different characters and dialogues here. The clack of clicking here. Old school. I'm just going to close this though. So I just wanted to cover this real quick. This is what you have to pay for. Some other stuff up here. This purple line is locked. So style 2 of this thing, and some extra bonus rewards elsewise, and an event over here. And then there's a secondary lock here, and another style, and then a very specific immortal cosmetic for Ricky. Anyway, I'm not going to focus on the store or any of that aspect, I guess. I'm just going to end it right here. I just want to point out that Dota is going to try something new, and if Valve can do this, I think it will be really cool. I don't know how long Valve will pay attention to the fact that they said that they'll do this, because they like to do some stuff and then forget about it the next year. So we'll see how this plays out. But I hope they continue doing it, because I would love to see the stories that they were building for the Artifact game, the Dota card game, as well as Dota Underlords. They were building some stories here that they weren't really able to tell, and they never really got very far with it. And I hope that those stories, and maybe even some of the heroes in those stories, can come to Dota 2. So this is my Dota 2 rant for today. I won't be talking about Dota 2 too much on this channel outside of maybe some game mechanic stuff, which will probably have a lot of Dota 2 references to it. But I haven't gotten to a lot of those videos yet. I'm still scripting some stuff, still trying to figure out how I want to run this channel. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy Crownfall if you enjoy Dota. If you don't, and you're not a Dota player, or you just don't care, then so what? Just have some fun doing whatever other game you're playing. And like and subscribe, YouTube, because you should.